Okay, I'm excited. I'm about to make some coffee. I also have a new. It's a DJ like laptop stand. So I got my laptop on this new stand. I just got this set up, so I'm kind of figuring out what looks okay. It's my first live, I think. First time going live. I think this is unplanned, impromptu. I got the house to myself this morning. It's a really nice morning. In Northern California, I got the doors and windows open mostly. The smoke is cleared for the most part, at least where I'm from. So we're gonna make some coffee. Is my mic on? Anyway, today I want to talk about the Lavazza Classy Mini. This is a coffee pod machine, and while I talk about it, I'm going to set it up. This is a coffee pod machine that takes small little pods like this. Okay, there's the one I do the most of, the Lavazza Dec or Decaf, the blue top one. This is the best pod machine I've ever come across. I've used several. I used to work in an office that had multiple Keurigs. I never liked that. Tasted like plastic. Tasted like watery, plasticky water. And then I tried an espresso. I had access to an espresso at a fitness facility I was at for a while, and that was okay. That was a lot better than the Keurig, than the espresso was, but still didn't give that espresso taste that I was looking for. So randomly, for my 35th birthday, I went to like a spa resort to just kind of chill out, enjoy being 35. I had recently quit drinking the year before, and I was 9 months into a very consistent exercise regimen. I was really coming back to life, and I was 35. I was feeling good. So my fiance and I went to a nice place for a few nights, and in the hotel room, they had a Lavazza, this machine. Not this exact one. It was more of a commercial one, but it's the same exact concept and internal plumbing and design equipment. In fact, this one's better. The one you get on Amazon is better than the commercial version I used initially in the hotel room. So we tried it, and it was the only coffee we had available to us in the hotel room. It was that or, take a golf cart down to the coffee shop. So we were like, all right, this looks cool. They had all the pods. It was a whole spread. It was classy. It was cool. And so I tried the decaf. I was like, if the decaf is at all good, that means there's a chance for this thing. If the decaf is crap, I'm like, okay, I'll try the espresso. But I'm usually a decaf drinker. I've had 0 caffeine this morning, and you might be able to tell I have a little bit of energy. I don't need too much caffeine these days. I sleep well, I eat well, I exercise. But I love coffee, and I need it from time to time. The sleeping, the eating. I don't have kids, and still life comes up behind me and sneaks up on me, and sometimes I run out of energy. So, and I don't have kids yet. So coffee. I was very happy to find this in the hotel room, and to my surprise, the decaf tasted better than what I was used to tasting regular espresso in my neighborhood from the local coffee shop. So. Anyway, we got into this. We tried all the flavors. It was a very highly caffeinated morning. It was on my 35th birthday that day. I think I had like 5 coffees that day because this thing is so fun to use, easy to use, and it tastes like real, fresh, extracted espresso. It tastes like it came out of one of these, but it came out of a little pod like this that sits in your closet for months, if not over a year. And I've had these things on hand for 6 months, and they taste just as fresh as super fresh ones. So anyway, I've been yammering about this thing. Let's get it warmed up. I always use filtered water. You can't see me, but I'm getting my Brita. I should do a review on this one too, because I love this. I love equipment for your house, for your home, your dwelling, your abode, what have you. I love equipment that makes life easier and more enjoyable. I love things that bring joy. And this Classy Mini guy right here, this thing brings me and my fiance lots of joy because we can make so much coffee in so little time. So here it is, cold water, because it's about 62 in here right now because I've had the windows and doors open for over an hour. I'm going to turn it on. Okay, I'm gonna scooch you up here a little closer. You don't need to see me the whole time. So there's my little coffee bar, breakfast bar. In fact, I'm gonna get some pancakes going if you don't mind. Warm that guy up. Pancakes. Brought to you by Make a Fit Meals. Funky Monkey protein pancakes, whole grain pancakes with bananas and chocolate chips. These are actually really, really good. I eat these every morning. I've been eating these every morning for over a month, probably going on 2 months. They're good. They've got protein in them. I mean, if you care about that, which right now I'm trying to get stronger and leaner at the same time, so my protein is a little higher and my carbs and fat and sugar. And I say sugar. I know sugar is not a macronutrient, but you would think it would. You think it was based on how I eat it. You got your proteins, your fats, your carbs, and then for me, for the sauceman has a fourth category called sugar. Okay, and he gets 50% of his sugar from ketchup because ketchup is loaded with sugar. Anyway, that's for a different video. All right, Lavazza Classy Mini. You're gonna love this thing. It's $150 right now on Amazon. I bought it for $105. Sorry, it's been getting more popular. I'm ahead of the curve, almost always. It's getting more popular. This thing's gonna blow up. I think this thing's gonna blow up. This tastes so good. And Lavazza is an Italian coffee company that's been doing coffee for, I think, since the 1800s. I need to look that up, but a long, long time. Okay, they know coffee. So here's the mechanism. You got your lever up top. Really, really easy. I'm gonna pick up my laptop here so you can see it. Really, really idiot-proof. Where am I going here? This is a bad idea. I don't know if you saw that because I don't have any lighting going on right now. But basically, there's a little hole in the top that is the exact same size and shape as one of these. It looks like a little top hat. It's a slot with a top hat. So you cannot put this in the wrong way, and it gets seated really, really nice. You just you put this. It's really easy. Watch. You just woof, like you're playing. What was that game? Connect 4. Gotcha, Dad. You lose. You have to do the dishes tonight. And then seriously, you just whomp, close that. I got to get myself. I'm a classy man. I mean, I pretend to be. I'm gonna drink out of this crystal glass. Huh? Who drinks coffee out of a crystal glass? Nobody does. Nobody does. I do. The Sussman does. Funky Monkey pancakes. I'm excited for these. Nice. I'm gonna let this warm up. Sorry, you guys are. Why don't you join me for breakfast on Lifting Cooking Coffee Life, where you get to watch me eat. No, this is good. They even have this. How did this video turn into a Mega Fit Meal video? I don't know. I've been wanting to do a video for so long. I have so many ideas that I missed talking to the camera. I'll be honest. It's like talking to yourself. If you're bad at talking to yourself, just turn on your phone camera and just talk to it and record it. You can erase it. Just erase it. But if you have something on your mind, get it out. So what I'm going to do, I'm actually going to warm this glass up a little bit. This is my espresso machine. This is the Breville Duo Temp Plus. This is a very basic, like if you ever worked at Starbucks or a coffee shop or something and you walked up to this, you'd be like, wow, this is a Fisher Price espresso machine, because it has 2 buttons and 1 knob with 2 positions. That's it. That's it. It's very basic, but you know what? For me, for right now, the espresso that comes out is very consistent. Okay, so I've warmed this glass up, and now put it under here. Okay. So Here we go, buddy. Buddy guy. Does that help? No. There's two buttons on here. It's a very simple machine. Okay, you have the lower button is espresso, and will pull. I think it's about 1 ounce, like 1 to 1.5 ounces. And then you have a lungo, which I think is like 3 ounces, 3 to 4 ounces. Actually, I think this might be 2 and 4. Anyway, it doesn't matter exactly. This one will give you a shot of espresso. This one will just keep adding more water to your glass, but the water comes through your pod. So basically, this is just a more watered down version of this button. I always do this button. I like the flavor. And if I want more liquid, I just do 2 pods. I for one drink the other day, I did 4 pods because they're so inexpensive. Each pod is like 50 cents. So even if I did 4 pods, that's 4 servings of coffee. That's only $2. And I didn't even have to leave my house. This is an Italian pump. Okay, that matters. It's blinking fast now because it's telling me the cartridge collector is full. But it's wrong because I already emptied it this morning. And then, here, let's do another pod. I got my espresso, the red tops. I love this machine. It's so fast. Pop, pop, pop. It's so ready. It is so ready for you. You need coffee. It needs to give you coffee. This machine wants to be in your home. It smells so good. All right. So that was it. Just two espressos. The lungo basically is 2 times longer or 2 times more water than the espresso. If you accidentally wanted a lungo but you did an espresso, you could just hit the espresso button again. It's a very basic machine, but it's simple and elegant. This is simplicity and elegance in design, and I love it. It doesn't make me angry ever. I'm pretty cranky in the morning. I'm very hungry, and I'm just a cranky crank in the morning. And this machine never gets in my way. Never, never, never. As long as there's water in here and it's plugged in, and I have pods, I have coffee, and that's awesome. So, yeah, that was the brewing stage. I just wanted to show you guys how easy this is to clean, because the Keurig was not easy to clean. I hated that machine. And it tasted bad. It didn't taste like coffee. It tasted like, you know what Keurig tasted like? You know what Keurig tasted like? If aliens abducted you and they wanted to make you happy, but they didn't have the resources to do it, but they had technology, and they were like, what'll make you happy? And you're like, look, I'd be happy on your alien planet here. This is fine. You have the space weed, and that's great and everything, but I want the space coffee. Do you have space coffee? I need my coffee. And the aliens come together and they listen to your description of coffee. They listen to you and what you want from the coffee, and they give you this replicated thing that isn't real coffee, but it's very close by description. It's a replicant. It's synthetic. That's what Keurig coffee always tasted like to me. Maybe you disagree. Maybe you agree. It just never tasted right. This tastes right. This tastes like coffee. This tastes like coffee. This Keurig, or sorry, no, Lavazza, Classy Mini, whatever. I love this thing. Oh, let's taste it. Oh yes. Oh yes, let's taste it. Delicious. Seriously, this coffee tastes like it came out of this espresso machine. It tastes freshly extracted. It's very, very good. You can buy these pods in packs of 50 or 100. No, I think it's 100. You get 100 for around $50. So, some flavors are less than $50. Some flavors are more than $50. It's all around $50. So 100 for $100. Sorry, 100 pods. $50 is about 50 cents. Even if you did 4 of those, that's a lot of caffeine. One of the Intenso pods, one of these red pods is highly caffeinated. That's like 50 milligrams. That's a seriously strong Italian espresso. So even if you're a high caffeine type of person, especially if you're a high caffeine type of person, if you're going through Starbucks 2 or 3 times a day, you're spending $20, $30 a day. Okay, this thing will cost you $2 or $3 a day. You spend $150 up front, you plug it in, you give it a home, you're saving money. You and your Classy Mini are saving money. Now, let me show you how easy this is to clean. There's nothing to do up top. I have never serviced any of this, none of this, none of this, none of this, none of this. Literally 500 pods have gone through this machine. I have serviced none of this bullshit stuff, things. Okay. The only thing you have to service is you have to add water. Okay. And then you have to pull this thing out. And what this has inside, this holds the spent cartridges. And you see in the cartridges, in the pods, there's little holes. I don't want to trip this over my laptop. I want to show you. There's these holes, this star-shaped pattern. Okay, it really gets in there. It doesn't just poke one hole in the top and then one hole in the bottom. There's like 12 holes in the top and 12 in the bottom. They treat this cartridge as if it was a puck of espresso. Okay, so the design of this machine is stellar. And I'm an equipment specialist, and yes, I'm being serious. I'm an equipment specialist, and the design of this machine is absolutely stellar. I absolutely love it. So you have your pods. This holds about 5 or 6, okay? A really cool feature, another cool design feature, it has one of these things has holes in the bottom, so you drain all the water that is residual in the cups, okay? So you drain that out and you throw this in the trash so you're not throwing water into your waste bin. So you don't have a big puddle of water at the bottom of your trash bag at the end of the week. Isn't that cool? They've thought about this stuff. So this, you strain it like a noodle strainer, okay? You strain extra water out. You throw your pods away. And then you'll have this coffee. What's left over is this bin, and it's got just a little bit, a handful of tablespoons in there of water, okay? I use this to water my plants right outside on the patio. Watering the plants. There you go, thirsty guy. Okay. And then paper towel to kind of clean that area, never hurts. You guys are watching how the sausage gets made. I haven't cleaned this area in a while. I have a drawl this morning. I must have had a dream in Louisiana last night. Okay. Boom. 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 Lavazza. Classy. Mini. Get your hands on one. That's going to conclude my thing here this morning. Thank you guys for joining me. My 3 favorite pod flavors are the Intenso, which is the highest caffeinated. It's the red top. Okay, Intenso. It's got this red maroon color top. And then decaf. I'm a big fan of decaf because I can have that, you know, as late as like 5 or 6 p.m. I can have a couple decafs. That tastes very good. I'm not saying it tastes good for decaf. I'm saying it tastes good, period. It's very good coffee. Not just for decaf. It's very good, period. So please understand. And then we use these every once in a while. They're good for flavor. The Rico, delicious. The gold tops. And those are less espresso coffee flavor, more like a caramel. Less coffee flavor, more, I don't know, caramel, I guess is the word. It's good. It's good for flavor. Not a lot of caffeine though. More than decaf, but much less than the Intenso. All right. I got some pancakes to eat. I got some coffee to drink. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for watching. You guys have an excellent day. See you next time. I am the Sussman.